up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Legend of the Five Rings Gen Con tournament video. We are in the top 16 elimination. This is the second match that I've posted. If you want to see the other previous matches, you can check those out in a playlist on the channel. That's youtube.com/Rob's Gaming Table. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. If you like these Legend of the Five Rings videos, make sure you hit like. And feel free to share them on social media to help spread the love. On the left we have Philippe. On the right we have Kyle. Philippe is playing Scorpion with a splash of Dragon. And Kyle, I believe we've seen him already. He is playing a Lion, I think with a splash of Dragon, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. We see Philippe on the left here, the Scorpion player, just reading some of his opponent's Lion cards here.
What is this discard at what? That's kind of just like it's honor. Oh, okay. Okay, good luck and have fun. Same. I'll play this guy. Okay.
So we have a Guardsman played. There is no Imperial favor on either side yet, so the Guardsman can attack.
I will play Prodigy for 2, gaining an honor. Thank you. Thank you.
So the Ikoma Prodigy is played, has a reaction after one or more fate is placed on this character, gain an honor, so he put a fate on it to keep it around after the fate phase, and gain an honor from that. And we're over to the Scorpion player for his actions here in the Dynasty phase. And he's put his Blackmail Artist in play, which is a courtier. Reaction after this character wins a political conflict, take one honor from your opponent. And it looks like a Ronin on the Lion side with 2 fate put on him, of course, for his ability, which you can trigger twice in a conflict to give him a +2 buff on both skills. And it looks like the Scorpion player passes and takes a fate for passing first. And the Lion player passes also. So we see the Scorpion player draw a ton of cards here, leaving that 4 fate on the board, trying to rely on tricks from his conflict deck. And he actually does 3, and the Lion player bids 5. So 2 honor will transfer from the Lion player to the Scorpion player. And 5 cards drawn on the Lion side, 3 cards drawn on the Scorpion side. So Scorpion player trying to get some early honor on his side, which I thought the Scorpion player wants to have less honor than his opponent, but I could be wrong. Maybe he's trying to go for a dishonored win here. Maybe he just sees the cards he has in his hand, can probably go that route. And maybe he wanted to catch his opponent off guard, who he knew would draw 5 cards.
I'll pass on 3 conflict action. No, also pass 3 conflict.
So first player is the Scorpion player on the left. He's going to have a first chance at a conflict here. So he's going to throw that Blackmail Artist in a political. It's a void. So he is looking to choose a character and remove 1 fate from it if he wins this conflict. And I didn't see which province it was there, but it is 4 strength. And it's a Manicured Garden, it looks like, by the text there, which during a conflict at this province you can trigger to gain a fate. So will the Lion player here declare defenders? And he's going to declare none. And of course he does the fate gain as his first action. Being the defender, he does get first action. And we have a fan played in from the hand of the Scorpion player to give a +2. And we have an Assassinate played on the Artist. And that means he's going to lose 3 honor to do it. So down to 8 honor now on the Lion side. And no one's in the conflict anymore, so the ring just goes back to the center there. And no one claims it. And the Scorpion player passes. I believe he passed on his pre-conflict actions.
Military conflict. I will bring a bird.
So we got a military Earth conflict.
Okay.
And is that another manicured garden? I think it is. But we got the Ronin in there. And the Ronin's coming in. He's got 2 skill on the military. And he discards a fate off him to pump him up by another 2. So it's 4. And we got 2 on the defense on the other side with the guardsmen. And we have a katana thrown in there to add another 2. So it's 4-4, I believe. And we got the Ronin pumped again up to 6. And we got Bonsai and loses an honor, triggers it twice. So I believe we have 8 now on the defense, 6 on the offense. Looks like that Ronin might fall flat here.
I'll play an ancestral dice show for 1.
And we have a dragon attachment here giving +2 strength. So we're tied. Ty could go to the attacker here, 8-8.
I'll trigger the Earth Ring.
So Earth Ring does get triggered. Taiga does go to the attacker. So we're going to have a card drawn and a card discarded from the opponent.
And then I'll claim the ring.
And it looks like it was a copy of, I think, For Shame or Court Games, based on the art there, but not sure 100%. So we have the Earth Ring claimed on the lion side. And no conflicts here. Pass on the conflict from the Scorpion player. He passed on his second conflict. All right, we're going to see a conflict here, a political from the lion player. And he is going to do it with his prodigy character there. Two skill right now on the political.
Political conflict. Ring of Air.
And it's an air political.
You are first here.
So he is looking to steal an honor or gain 2 honor.
Okay.
I think we have Ancestral Lands is flipped there with 5 strength. And it gets +5 during political conflicts.
It gave me 2. And I lost 1 for Benzo.
Yep. No, yeah, I wasn't questioning it. I was just counting. Your action first.
So pass on actions here by the defender.
I will pass, and I will gain 2 honor.
So the lion player just takes 2 honor. He doesn't steal any from the Scorpion player. And that puts him up to 10 honor, and on the other side has 11 honor for the Scorpion player.
I'll lose 1 for
Oh, we lost. Sorry, they're tied 10-10 actually, because he lost 1 for unopposed. And now they're going to discard their characters during the fate phase. And that dragon attachment was ancestral, so it will go back to hand of the lion player. And that 1 fate off the prodigy to keep it in play. And there they are putting 3 fate there on the unclaimed rings. And they're going to collect their 7 economy for the next round here. And first player is now the lion player.
Okay. You ready to flip?
And I think, did either of them take the Imperial Favor? That I'm not sure about.
And you get the Emperor Favor. And
Oh, yeah, they just remembered it. Okay. Yeah, the Imperial Favor should have happened at the end of the conflict phase. But it looks like the lion player takes it, and he's going to leave it on military. So he gets a +1 military for having the Imperial Favor during military conflicts, obviously.
I'll play Makoto Gunso for 2, and I will refill face up.
So Akoto Gunso has Pride. He's a 2/1, 2 costs. Reaction after this character enters play from a province. Refill that province face up, which is pretty juicy. And he grabs a Ronin on that province. On the other side, we have a Mystic. And the Steadfast Samurai on the lion side, he's a Bushi. Forced reaction. After the fate phase begins, if you have at least 5 more honor than your opponent, this character cannot be discarded or lose fate this phase, which is pretty juicy. But right now, they're a little too close in fate. Or in honor, sorry. In honor. And on the other side, looks like we have marshaled in a Yogo Outcast. And that character gets +1 on both skills if you're less honorable than your opponent. And he has 1 glory. 5 fate left on the Lion side, 6 fate left on the Scorpion side. Lion player is debating putting some more characters into play. So he puts out a Mystic on his side. And the Scorpion player there has played a favored niece, which is a Courtier. 2/2 on the skills. Action, choose and discard 1 card from your hand to draw a card. Limit twice per round. I had to play against that card in my 1 round of the intro tournament on the Thursday of Gen Con. And man, the card draw cycling or whatever off that card was nuts. Very helpful for the Scorpion player to dig into his tricks. And remember, each player has a Mystic in play, so the Mia Mystic is 1/1 on the skills, and it has action during the conflict phase. You can sack it to basically discard an attachment. So that could definitely swing some conflicts here. So the Lion player's first. He's going to get the first option to do his conflict, so they pass on the pre-conflict actions.
I'll declare a military conflict with Akoto Gonzo.
So he's doing a military conflict here with the 2 skill, military Akoto Gunzo here. And it looks like he's going Void Ring.
That gets +5 during political.
Yeah, this one's close.
And he's going to go after the Ancestral Lands, which only gets that 5 strength buff on political challenges. So he knows that now, and obviously he'll only go after it with military. Makes sense. Why make it harder for yourself? He's going to need to win by 5 to break that province. And right now he's sitting at 2. His Stronghold can give him an extra 1. And actually he has the Imperial Favor right now, so he's actually sitting at 3. And a single attachment could make him 5 and lock it down here. But the Scorpion player still can declare defenders. So he defends with the favored niece, who is 2 skill on the military.
Your action first.
And over to the Scorpion, the defender player, for actions.
Okay.
And he passes on actions.
I'll attempt to play charge.
So we got charge. That's going to take a character off of the province, a face-up character, and put it into the conflict. And who is that he put in there? Oh, we have a cancel played.
May I read that card?
Which is Forged Edict. Interrupt when the effects of an event would initiate. Dishonor a friendly Courtier character to cancel those effects.
You got the dishonor token?
Oh yeah, you can use this. One front opposed, one for the earring.
And the favored niece is dishonored. So she's actually 0 skill right now because her glory is 2, and that 2 will get removed from both her skills, military and political. So she's down to 0 on both stats.
So the action, now it's 2 to 0.
3.
3 to 0.
So I guess the charge character got discarded there. I'm not sure if that's correct. You guys can let me know in the comments below. It looks like he has a new face down card on top of that province. So I don't know if the effects of charge get canceled. Don't you just leave that character there? But it looks like he just discarded him. I don't think he put him face down, but there's a face down card there now. Let me know what's supposed to happen there from a charge if it gets canceled in the comments below. Much appreciated. So it looks like we got a katana thrown on the niece there. So it's 2 on the defense. And it looks like we have a is that? It's a 1/1 attachment.
I'll play a fine katana.
My first action, I will honor myself.
Looks like it's a Guidance of the Ancestors, which is on the Lion character there. This has an action, play this attachment from your conflict discard pile, and it does give a +1 on both stats.
Ancestral dice show.
And now we got that dragon attachment giving a +2. So looks like we've had a Mystic sacked on the Scorpion side to get rid of an attachment. But the attachments keep on flowing.
My stronghold.
And the Stronghold giving a +1 here on the military. So I think 7 on the offense right now, and only 2 on the defense. So that is definitely enough to break it right now. Another Fate here spent on a charge.
Okay.
And I think that character is 3 on the defense, or on the adding 3 to the defense. Oh no, sorry, he's only a 1. 1 on military, 3 on political. It's a Soshi Illusionist. Action, spend 1 Fate, choose a character, discard a status token from that character. That doesn't really... I guess the status token, I'm assuming that's Dishonored or Honored token. So could he spend that last Fate as an action to get rid of that Dishonored off of his niece? I guess we'll see here.
I'll attempt to bonsai twice.
So we got an honor spent for a double bonsai.
Yeah, I can do. I pass.
Okay, I'll pass and break. And I
So
will
the province
discard
is
a
broken.
fate from the-
Podcast.
yeah,
And a
okay.
Fate off the Outcast for the ring
Get
effect.
honored.
And since it was a Pride character that won, he's going to be honored. So a lot of cards, a lot of Fate expended there on the Scorpion side to really get nothing done. But the Lion player, I guess, did play a bunch of attachments. But he did get the victory there. So over to the Scorpion player for his challenges, or his conflicts, sorry. I apologize. I apologize on calling them challenges. I probably do it often. I do come from a Game of Thrones background, if you've noticed on the channel. There are plenty of videos from that LCG there.
So sorry, dude.
So I apologize.
This game is just
All the LCGs start blending together.
I'll go political water with the outcast.
So we got a political water on the Manicured Garden. The Outcast is in the conflict. And it has...
I'm at
Oh,
9.
no,
yeah.
no, no,
Plus I
because of
spent
the
one for the bonsai.
So yeah, due to spending that honor on the bonsai, the Lion player actually is less honorable. So the Outcast won't get the +1 bonus from its ability. I believe they are tied. Nope. 9 honor on the Lion side, 10 on the Scorpion right now.
Prodigy. Instead.
So the Samurai and the Prodigy going for the defense.
Tree.
Yep. My first
And
action
I
beating the
I think it's 2 to 3 for the defender. And we get a Fate from the Manicured Garden. Action triggered on the Lion side. See if the Scorpion has any actions here.
Will honor.
Okay.
So we have the Outcast honored. Using a Court Games, I believe.
I'll attempt to play for shame.
But Forced Shame is played during a conflict. If you control a participating courtier character, choose a participating character controlled by your opponent. Your opponent must select one, Dishonor or Bow. And of course he chooses Dishonored to get rid of the Honored token there, to put it back to neutral. Bowing it would take its strength out of the challenge, or out of the conflict completely, which you don't want to do. And it looks like we have an attachment played here, I think giving +2.
You can bring it back to your hand.
And dishonor the character.
Dishonor the character.
And I think it's a Court Mask, which attached to a character you control. Action, return this attachment to your hand, and Dishonor the character is the action on the attachment, but it gives a +1 on military, +2 on political. So I think we're at 4-3 right now for the attacking Scorpions.
I'll attempt to play Mirror Modus Fury.
And Mirror Modus Fury going in for the bow. I bet he wished he had that cancel event for that event. May have been wasted earlier when that event, I think, is very juicy. When you can bow a character and take them completely down to 0 like that, that is very powerful. And that's why I think a lot of players were splashing Dragon on the day.
To discard 2 cards at random. And I'll claim Water Ring.
So Spies at Court was just played, a neutral event. Reaction after you win political conflict. Dishonor a friendly participating character to discard 2 cards at random from your opponent's hand. Max 1 for conflict. That is pretty juicy. He's hitting this Scorpion player hard. Poor Philippe. So he wins the conflict on the defense, and now he's at 2 rings on the line side. And he's going to do a political with his Mystic. And he's going to get a Fate off that Fire Ring. And he wants to see that top province there.
Okay.
And I think it's Pilgrimage, which is 5 strength. During the conflict at this province, cancel all ring effects. Unless it's broken, unless you break the province, you can resolve it. And I think he's played Cloud the Mind to blank the text box on the Mystic, which is like a last-ditch effort here. Scorpion player has no cards in hand.
So I'll still claim the ring.
You know that's trouble.
No trigger on the ring. Yep, and then lose 1.
So the ring doesn't get triggered there because he didn't break the province.
9 to
But he has 3 rings, so he's definitely going to keep the Imperial favor this turn.
actions after the conflict. Can't use the Mystic. I will. I'll pass.
Pass as well, no fate.
Okay. These are going to cancel each other out. Get 1 honor, 1 dishonor. This will come back to my hand.
So they're going to discard their characters here during the Fate phase. And since there was a Dishonored and Honored on the other side, they cancel each other out there on the line side.
I will discard the Wandering Ronin.
And he's going to sack a Ronin there to get a new card on his province. On the lion side, he wants to see fresh cards. Doesn't want a Ronin next round.
And then I will be at 10 fate.
The Scorpion player at least has 2 characters still on the board. Both have attachments. But one is Dishonored, basically 0, but she does have the attachment for military. And hopefully you see some big cards. So there's the clan champion showing on the Scorpion side. He's got the neutral holding that you can sack to draw a card. He's got a Ronin of his own and another Mystic. On the lion side, he's got the Spirit Caller. He's got another Ronin back. And he's got the sacking holding also. And not sure what that other character is there. Looks like a Venerable Historian, which while this character is participating in a conflict, if you are more honorable than your opponent, honor this character. Which right now they're both tied for honor. But we still haven't hit the draw phase where they're going to flip their dials. And the Scorpion player with no cards in hand, I'm sure he'll try to go for 5 cards. I could be wrong, but we'll see. So we got the clan champion in on the Scorpion side. And 2 fate put on him. It is Bayushi Shoju. He is a 3 on the military, 7 on the political, 2 glory. He has the action while this character is participating in a political conflict. Choose a participating character controlled by your opponent. Till the end of the conflict, that character gets -1 political and is discarded if his political skill is 0. Limit twice per round. So yeah, he is heavy on the political, that's for sure. So Spirit Caller's in on the other side, 2 fate on him. And he's also played the Historian. 1 fate on that one. So we saw 5 on the lion side. And 5 on the Scorpion side. So the Lion player bet big. He knew the Scorpion player would go for 5 cards. And he was right. So they no honor changes hands here.
I knew you were not.
So he's got to be careful of that Spirit Caller, being able to pull characters off of the discard piles on either side into the conflict. But you do have to bow that Spirit Caller.
I'll pass on for conflict challenge. For conflict action.
Yep. I will. Card out.
12 cards in the Lion player's hand. Wow. I think 5 cards in the Scorpion player's hand. 1 Fate left on the Scorpion side. 2 Fate left to spend on the Lion side. And just a side note, they both playing Keeper roles. One's Keeper of the Earth, the Scorpion player. So he'll get a Fate when he successfully defends Earth conflicts. And the Keeper of Fire on the Lion side, when he defends Fire conflicts, he'll gain a Fate. Haven't really seen that into play here too much, but could make a big difference sometimes.
Okay.
So we have a political Earth challenge here on the Manicured Garden. And he's put his clan champion there into the conflict as the lonely attacker, I believe. Coming in at 7.
I'll defend with the Historian.
And the Historian's going to block for 1.
That'd be good first action.
My first action be to honor her.
You know what, you do
Oh, we're
more.
tied. I
Yeah,
fucked
you're
up.
So he tried to make it honored Historian, but only when he has more honor than his opponent.
Usually Lion or.
And the Scorpion player could have triggered his Stronghold to steal an honor if he needed to make sure he was less honorable, but since they're sitting even right now, he decided not to. He didn't even need to do it yet. And he's not going to do it because he wants his Outcast, I'm sure. So hopefully get the +1 buff at some point if the Lion player does lose an honor. And the Earth Ring is the one that draws a card and discards a card from the opponent. So right now it's 7-1, I believe.
Sorry.
No problem. Take your time.
And he was trying to honor that Historian because the Historian would get 3 glory added to the political skill, putting it at 4 on the defense and protecting that province. But right now it looks like that province is going to get broken. The Lion player is going to think about his actions here. Can he get out of this jam here? He's got the Historian in a challenge. The Historian can't win. And while we wait for Kyle here to choose his action, make sure you click the like button if you want to see more Legend of the Five Rings videos on the channel. Be much appreciated.
I'll lose an honor for undefended.
Oh, looks like we're fixing the video here.
Draw 1.
So it was undefended there. I'm not sure what discarded that Historian.
My action.
Oh, the ability on the clan champion discarded that. Discarded him by making him hit 0 as his action. So we got a Cloud the Mind played on the Spirit Caller, so he's not going to be able to call for help.
Pass free conflict.
And we got the Holding sacked on the Scorpion side to draw a card. So the Scorpion player doing a good job here of holding off the Lion player, I think. Well, we'll see. 3 Fates still on the Lion side, and he's got a handful of cards. Lots can happen, I'm sure.
Pass free conflict.
Discard 1 to draw.
And we got a discard on a card here from that niece to draw a card. And they both pass pre-conflict now. So over to the Lion player for his conflict. Spirit Caller is a 1/3.
I'll declare a military attack with...
So he's going to do a military with the Spirit Caller, who is 1 skill right now, and he's got a +1 from the Imperial Favor, and could have a +1
military attack,
from the Stronghold. So we got a water coming in here for a military. And water is the one where he can ready a character, or choose a character with no fate and bow it. Which he definitely wants to bow one of the Scorpion's 2 standing characters there, so hopefully not have a conflict coming back at him here. Or reduce the odds of a bigger conflict coming. So he's going to defend with the niece. That's dishonored. So she's at 0, but gets +2 for the attachment. So it's 2-on-2 right now. And it's at the Manicured Garden, so it's triggered there as the first action by the defender to get a fate.
Correct. You can tell I'm a little dreamy. Correct. I'll play Let Go on Pop.
So we got the Let Go played to get rid of Cloud the Mind. So the Spirit Caller is free to call, assuming he doesn't get another one played on right here. And we got to pass on the Scorpion player. We got the Spirit Caller bowing here to bring in. Who's this guy? This is the Honor General, a 4-cost character. He's got 3 skill on military, and during a conflict in which this character is participating, each other participating Lion character you control gets +1 military, and a reaction after this character enters play, honor it. And we got Way of the Scorpion played there to, I believe, dishonor the Honor General to put him back to neutral. So we got another 2 buff using that dragon attachment.
Actually, I'm at 6.
Okay, I'll reach to 6.
So I think we got a bonsai here. An honor spent, sorry, to double bonsai. So I think we're at 6 on the offense, 6 on the defense now.
May I see your discard pile?
Yeah, no problem.
That assassinate.
Thank you.
I drew it like 2 turns ago, and I'm like, he's not playing any 2s that I can assassinate. And I had to play the Scope Bunso and Katana before the fight. I was like, if I played into the fight and you're like, route it with my 1080 Vita, I can't do it. Like, if I put the Katana on it, as long as he doesn't have a Katana.
Now we got a double bonsai on the other side, spinning an honor. Goes up by 4.
I believe I'm at 10.
So 10 to 6.
I'm at 8.
Aren't you at 6?
Not 6, sorry. 10 to 6, you're breaking.
So right now the break looks good.
It's because to say that your honor is I have a space back in the sets.
What's better, winning or on top of everything else?
Dishonor this one and take control of it.
So we have a Dishonored on the Outcast to steal the attachment
Okay. May I read that?
Yeah, no problem.
from the other player's character.
Okay.
And that's using a Calling in the Favors, dishonor a friendly character, choose an opponent's attachment, take control of that attachment, and attach it to a character if able. Otherwise, discard it.
6.
So 8 to 6 for the offense. He throws a Katana down to put it back to 10 to 6.
You don't want to let me.
Yeah, I think with notable sets, teenagers been really good.
And he plays a Poison Fiery Madness to do -2 on both skills. So 8 to 6. And an Honor Blade, another 2 added up, so we're back to 10 to 6.
So you pass. 3, 5, 3, 5, 6. Double bonsai at 10. To, or 6 of them breaking.
So second province is broken on the Scorpion side.
He leaves, goes to the bottom of the deck.
And since that character was brought in with the Spirit Caller, he's going to the bottom of the deck. And discard from play. The attachments will scatter to the discard piles. And since he won a water challenge there, or a water conflict there, he has knelt the Outcast. That had no fate on it, so it has to be bowed. So he did a good job there, basically negating any chance of the Scorpion player coming back on a conflict here. Looks like has no fate left. Throws an attachment back to hand. Tries to dishonor, but can't, obviously, by returning that attachment. And we got the holding sacked on the other side to draw a card for the Lion player. His conflict deck's looking pretty small right now. So we're in the fate phase here. And we got some dishonor characters leaving play on the Scorpion side, so he's going to lose a couple honor and go down to 6. And 8 honor on the Lion side.
Yeah, you'll have to ask.
Is there an action window after character gets removed?
One more time.
If there's an action window after character gets removed in the fate phase. Except discard character, remove fate from character, and fate from because I'm losing 2.
So I think he's asking about an action here so he can kneel his stronghold to steal a fate from his opponent. And yeah, there's an action window in the fate phase, which I think is after all the fate business is done, even putting the fate on the rings. So he does. He steals an honor from his opponent using his stronghold action there. And he's got his clan champion left with a fate on him, and they put fate on the unclaimed rings. 2 fate now on the error token. So the Ronin's discarded on the Lion side. He draws a new card.
We tied, so I keep this.
You didn't give me one for.
Oh, I thought you took one, and I put it over here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Are we all set?
Yeah, well set. And your
So first player goes to the Lion player.
8 fate?
Yes.
At the...
So Imperial favor stays on the Lion side. +1 military still.
Okay.
So reveal, keeper, the one that switched the base stat,
Okay.
and the guardsman.
Sounds good. I'm going to play a courtier for 1.
So we have a courtier played on the Lion side. And a guardsman on the Scorpion side. And a guardsman on the Lion side. Remember, the guardsman on the Scorpion side can't attack since the Imperial favors on the other side. And we've got a Mystic on the Scorpion side. I'm not sure who that character is on the Lion side.
I will pass and gain a fate. Sorry, I'm going to look at my discard before I
No problem.
did.
Looks like it's a Lion's Pride Brawler. 3-2 on the skill, a Bushi, a Courtier. Action while this character is attacking, choose a character with equal or lower military skill and bow that character. So to the draw dials, 5-2 for the Lion player. 3 honor is going to pass over to the Scorpion player. And the Lion player is looking to try to deck himself here. He's taking full advantage of the Scorpion player, assuming he's going to try to dig for more cards, but Scorpion player is playing a little more safe here. And maybe he's going to be able to dishonor his opponent.
I will pass pre-conflict.
I'll pass it.
Okay. Tier 2 on this. Air.
So air is a big one right now with the honor being low on the line side. And there's 2 fate on that air token. He probably wants to take that to get that fate and try to get the honor back on his side a little bit. He's getting a little low there.
I'm going to declare a military attack. Lion's Pride Brawler.
So he's going to put the guardsman and the brawler into a military.
Ring of the Void.
And he's going to go Void Ring. He's looking to remove a fate from a character.
And,
which, of course, is the only fate on the other side of the board is on the clan champion. So it's pretty important to try to get rid of him at the end of this round. Or he's going to have trouble in those political conflicts going forward, that's for sure. And since the Lions are, I guess, generally low on political, we could see them discarded from the... You could see characters easily discarded by the ability on that clan champion again.
military attack, Ring of Void.
So we got a Void military.
Reveal. Remove fate.
Okay.
And that province is the Meditations on the Tau. During a conflict at this province, choose an attacking character, remove 1 fate from that character.
First action.
So I think he's defending there with Bayushi Yukano and the guardsman.
Judge. Judge. What happens if I switch the base stat of a character with no, like we're in military, and what happens if I switch it?
Then it would bow and go back to the home area.
Okay.
Ouch, I didn't know that.
So we have the so the action on that Scorpion character, you basically can switch the character's base stats on the skills. So he could switch the guardsman, but the guardsman has like a line on political, so he's not allowed to participate. So the judge just called there and basically ruled that if it does get switched, the character will bow and go back to home since it can't be in that conflict.
I'll use my stronghold.
So we got a switch on the brawler. So instead of being a 3-2, it's now a 2-3. And assassinate on the guardsman.
Okay. Oh wait, it's wrong deck. Wrong deck.
So it's 3-4, I believe, on the offense for military. Because he did use his stronghold to give an extra buff, and he's got the Imperial Favor. And these stats were switched on the brawler. And on the defense, I think we're sitting at 6 right now. All right, we're going to see some attachments flying out onto the character here. That Lion player does have a big hand of cards. And 3 fate remaining.
I'll use the Spirit Caller.
So Spirit Callers going to bring a character into play on the Lion side,
Remove fate from here.
which is Matsu Biana. So the fate removed using the province there. So the Biona has a reaction after this character enters play. If you control 3 or more Bushi characters, place 2 fate on this character.
I'll Baus Shoju with Lion's Pride Brawler.
So Lion's Pride Brawler doing its crazy ability while it's attacking can choose a character with equal or lower military skill and bow that character. It doesn't have to be a character in the conflict, so the clan champion has been bowed. Since it only has 3 skill on the military right now. That is pretty crazy. That Lion's Pride Brawler, man. Saw it do some work in earlier games. Pretty nuts. So right now the Lion player, I think, is at 7 on his side, attacking military. And on the defense, I think we're at 6. Yep, 7 to 6, just clarified. Thank you, players, for letting us know. Much appreciated. So a fate removed from the clan champion, as we thought. No fate on any characters on Scorpion's side. Bottom of the deck for the Spirit Caller character there that was pulled into play.
I will pass pre-conflict.
So over the Scorpion player for his conflict here. He's got a Mystic standing, and that's all. No fate left either. But he's going to try political here. And he's going for water. I figured he might go for air just to get the fate. So it is Night Raid, 1 attacking character, so a card will be chosen and discarded from the opponent's hand, not random. And the Courtier is going to defend. 1 to 2 for the attacker. Oh no, sorry. 3 now with the fan. And a fan on the other side. 4 for the defender. 3 for the attacker right now. And this political water, he's looking to ready a character. Or choose a character with no fate and bow it. But we know he's trying to ready his clan champion, I'm sure. But maybe not, since he's doing political right now.
Honor.
So he's going to honor the Mystic, which will get a +1 from his glory value there. So 4 to 4 right now. Tie goes to the attacker if it ends here.
And this is water.
Yeah, this is water.
This is your first conflict.
This is my first one.
So he'll probably actually ready the character he has with the 4 military skill.
I'll attempt to play Kitsuki's method.
So dragon attachment there.
6 to 4.
Kitsuki's method is ancestral and restricted, giving a +2 on political.
I will pass on actions afterwards.
I'll discard him to discard that.
Yep.
Game 1.
So the ancestral attachment was just discarded by the Mystic being sacked on the other side.
And then clean up.
Cancel.
Discard. They stand and lose a fate.
Discard.
I will discard the Mia Mystic.
So we're going to another round here. The board is cleared on the Scorpion side. 2 characters left, the Spirit Caller and the Brawler on the Lion side, which are 2 heavy hitters.
Yep. And then flip.
Yeah. Ready?
So we got the clan champion showing on the Lion side now, down on the provinces there. And that guy's able to trigger a ring effect after he wins
May I read that?
while he's participating during a military conflict. So basically, he can trigger the ring twice if he wins.
Ouch.
So I'm not sure how many cards are left in that Lion player's conflict deck, but I'm pretty sure if he runs out of cards there, he loses 5 honor and shuffles the rest of the discard pile back into the deck. Which he's only at 4 honors, so that's a little scary. He's probably not going to draw many cards this turn, which he definitely doesn't need to. His hand's pretty full.
Switch who gets honor or dishonor.
So that's time is called, and they'll have to figure out if one or the other wants to concede here or play out the round. So 2 points for the Lion player right now. No, he's going to marshal in. He's going to keep playing characters.
I'll play.
Maybe it wasn't time called there. I'm not sure.
If you want, the tiebreaker rules are talking about possession, but there's no point in conceding, really. So you guys have to. I'm just telling you what the rules are.
I'll play.
So they're going to keep playing here. We hear the judge talking about time being called, and they can talk about conceding or keep playing the round out.
This is the last round, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to finish the round.
Nobody's conceding.
just 5 for him then.
So 5 fate. Since this is the last round, no point in putting any fate on the clan champion there on the line side.
Honor or bid? Yeah.
And here we go to the bid. The draw phase.
Right now for
2 fate right now on both sides.
5 to my 4.
Lots of fate on the rings right now, though. Definitely not looking good for the Scorpion player, though.
1.
So 4 on the Scorpion side, 1 on the Lion side. He's going back up to 7 honor on the Lion side, 5 honor on the Scorpion side.
Sorry, may I read this?
Yeah.
So he's just reading the rumor monger there. Interrupt. When a character would be honored or dishonored, choose a character controlled by the same player. That character receives the honor or dishonor instead. And the other character is Yogi Hiru 04, who's a courtier. While this character is participating in a conflict, choose a non-participating character and move that character to the conflict. Then, if you win the conflict, you may dishonor that character. So tiebreaker rules: if neither player concedes, players calculate their current game scores. 2 points per opponent's province you have successfully broken. 2 points if you have more honor than your opponent. And 1 point for the player with the imperial favor. You can play till the end of the regroup phase. The player can receive a full win, 5 tournament points by breaking an opponent's stronghold, having 25 honor or 0 honor. If neither player is won by the end, you calculate the game score again. The higher game score earns a modified win, 3 tournament points. But since we're in elimination here, a modified win would be enough to go on to the next round anyway and send the opponent home crying. Or more likely to the Gen Con dealer hall to buy more games. So we got both characters on the Scorpion side attacking here on a water political. And 6 right now for the attacker. And water, he is looking to ready a character or bow a character with no fate on it. So most likely he's looking to bow that clan champion. Maybe the Spirit Caller. Both I think would be good choices. Not sure what kind of characters are left in the Lion's discard piles, but I'm sure there's something in there.
These 2.
So he's actually going to defend with the Spirit Caller and the clan champion. So 6-6 tie goes the attacker right now, but they're going to do their actions here. Are we going to see the Spirit Caller just played here anyway on the last round? So we have an honored on the clan champion. He has 3 glories, so he's just got 3 added to both of his skills, or both of his conflict types there, his skill on the conflict. So he's gone up by 3. Now we have For Shame played. So during a conflict, if you control a participating courtier character, choose a participating character controlled by your opponent. He's going to dishonor or bow, and obviously he'll dishonor, so that 3 goes away. So 6-6 again here. Actions to the Lion player. So we got a court games played. And Philippe's just going to concede there. Nothing he could do. No more tricks. And congrats to Kyle there. He's going to move on to the top 8. So my buddy Philippe from Montreal has been eliminated from the tournament. And it's sad to see that. But stay tuned. We got more videos coming up from this tournament. If you like these Legend of the Five Rings videos, like I said before, hit that like button. Share the videos in all your clan forums, your groups, your Discord chats, your Facebooks, all that business. Much appreciated. And feel free to leave comments below if you have any constructive criticism or you see anything out of the ordinary or any rules corrections that you may see to help all of us new players learn this new game and build the player base. So either way, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Stay tuned. More videos coming up.